Morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Bear with me while I figure out what the hell I'm doing. It's literally taken me, half an hour to work out how to get this camera system in place. Jesus, if I had another phone, I'd turn it around and show you what I've had to do to try and get this mug in perspective for you, so you can also see what I'm doing. But there's someone, a couple of people requested that I do one of these and in full view of a camera so you can see what I'm doing and learn how to do it at the same time. Morning and good morning. This is what we're doing today. We're learning how to make banana muffins. I suppose it's kind of like a cookery class. No, it's not. I'm joking. I'm not skilled enough to do a cookery class, let's be honest. Oh, sorry, I removed my charger. And apologies for the state of my kitchen, it's a mess. Quarantine has not done my levels of cleaning by all means, it's rubbish. I'm also wearing a dress today. I don't wear dresses, but I thought I might as well make myself look a bit presentable for everyone. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. If you are joining and you're wondering what the hell I'm doing and who the hell I am, good question. I don't know one either. We're going to make some banana muffins today, and a couple of people asked if I could do it kind of full view, show you what to do, read out the recipe for you. You can write it down and learn it. I'll probably post it, whatever. I've no idea what I'm doing. Also, apologies if it's a bit early, but it took me, like I was saying, half an hour to figure out how to get this camera in place, and me doing what I need to do and me showing you what to do. And I'm not looking my best this morning either. I don't wear makeup, so you're going to see the roughest part of me today. Very rough this morning, very, very rough. Oh, a cup of teas don't work in the morning, honestly. Also, allergies. Allergies are a pain in the bum right now. I woke up this morning full on sore throat, very blocked nose, and I thought, oh no. Because any symptoms like that, you think to yourself, oh crap, it's COVID. It's not, it's allergies. It's literally allergies. I'm allergic to dust and pollen, apparently. Right, and you see all this redness here? Don't panic, it's not a fungi or a leprosy. It's literally a skin condition. Don't panic. So yeah, top tip this morning, ignore what I'm looking like. Oh my god, I have no idea what I'm doing, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Even if you look back at this and you think to yourself, what the bleeding heck? What the bleeding heck is she on about? No idea. No idea whatsoever. Actually, can I put a filter on this so it doesn't look so hideous for you? Let's have a little looky. Oh no, they're all shit. Oh no, they're all kind of like weird hearts and stuff. Oh no, let's forget that. How do I get out of that? How do I get out of it? Do I do that? Yay! Okay. We're winning. Okay, so banana muffins. I don't know how to do this, so I'm literally just going to throw it at you and we'll go from there, because I don't know what I'm doing. I have washed my hands this morning. You should always wash your hands anyway, but I'm reaffirming the fact. So, banana muffins. These, from what I remember, it's been a while since I made them, if I'm honest, are really light and fluffy. So probably good for morning snacks. You know, if you're not like me and you're not like a big breakfast eater, because I am not a big breakfast eater, banana muffins are probably kind of like a good thing just to have like a little nibble on. Excuse me while I wake up. Also, word of warning, if you hear any random noises or bangs, I live in a flat. I've got a neighbour upstairs who's deaf, can't hear a thing. So at the moment all you'll hear is him clanging around, and you may hear his dog bark at some point, but bear with. So, banana muffins. I don't care who's watching or who's not watching, we're going to get going. Pardon me. So, banana muffins, morning. This makes about 12. Never does for me. I either have loads of banana muffins, or loads of cupcakes and muffins left over, or I have very little. It always works out in the favour of it being more. Let me just... I'm on a thingy-mabob and it tends to creak, so I'm trying not to make it creak too much. Okay, so we're going to preheat the oven to gas mark 4. If you have that as an electric, I have no idea. Google it. I have a gas cooker, so it's going on gas mark. So, FYI. Okay, gas mark. Here we go. What did I say? 4. Okay, here we go. We're rumbling, people. Also, I realised I didn't get all the ingredients out before. I am the worst. Okay, bear with me. So, you are going to need plain flour. You are also going to need caster sugar. You are also going to need bananas. Ripe, unripe, bananas, doesn't matter. Bananas. Mine are very ripe. To be honest, once bananas start looking like that, I don't tend to eat them just because it's like... So, 3 bananas. Luckily enough I have 3 bananas. You are also going to need baking powder and bicarbonated soda. Ooh, I need to get some more. Good morning if everyone's watching. We are making banana muffins. I will keep repeating this as people come in because obviously I know it's very early in the morning and people are wondering why is she doing this so early in the morning. To some people it's obviously not early in the morning, but I know for some, like my next door neighbour, doing this at this time of the morning is very early. So I had a weird dream last night, but yeah, we're not going to go into that. So you're going to need baking powder. You're also going to need bicarbonated soda. You're going to need 1 egg and you're also going to need butter. So this is the butter I use. I can't for the life of me remember, but I got it. I think Heron and Morton. Just because it was a quid. but hindsight, it's very creamy. I've never seen a butter like it. If I'm honest, a creamy butter. Normally I'm not like, but no, not this time. Oh, I just put butter all over it. That's nice of me. And 1 egg. Now, I'm going to tell you a little story before we start about eggs. I have a fear of eggs. No, I don't mean eating. I love eggs, but carrying them. I certainly will, Anne. Yeah, no problem at all. Let me make a goddamn note of that for you. Yep, okay, I will make a lemon drizzle for you. That's no problem at all. Throw suggestions at me. They are more than welcome. Please do. The next one I'm going to make is a school cake because 2 people have asked for it. To eat it, obviously, as well. That would be handy. But yeah, lemon drizzle. I will do that for you. So yeah, eggs. I have had a fear of eggs, carrying eggs since I can remember, and I don't know why. I think it was when I was a kid, I think, that I remember bringing some egg home for Mum, or we were out shopping, and I put my hand in and all the eggs were smashed, and I have a thing about my hands, I don't like anything gooey on them, so I think that's what started it. So yeah, ever since then I have refused to carry eggs. Yeah, nada. But obviously since I am now on my own, I've had to carry them. But yeah, for some reason, weird story about eggs. Don't like carrying them in the containers. Don't like it. I'm also drinking a cup of tea because I need to wake up. Okay, so you preheat your oven. You preheat your oven to gas mark 4. You place 12 cases in the muffin tin. I did mine preemptive. Now, like I was saying before, you may find that you have abundance of batter left over. If you do, just do another lot, and then just keep going. It always says to put like I think it says a teaspoon or spoon evenly. What I tend to use is an ice cream scooper, just because it's easier and you know how much you've got left, and it's just easier. I used to use teaspoons, but oh my god, you have to use 1 teaspoon to get the mixture and then another teaspoon to put the mixture in. Oh no. So yeah, that's the whole thing of it. So we're gonna, this dress is very annoying. We're going to sift it together. I am reading from a recipe, which is, oh, good morning Hayley. Hello my lovely. Hello. We're making banana muffins. So we're gonna sift together. Hang on, people are wondering what the hell's going on. So I don't know if you can see this. There's your ingredients right there. Obviously it's probably back to front for you guys. So there you go. You'll need, for banana muffins, it makes around 12. 200 grams of plain flour. You'll also need a half a teaspoon of baking powder. You'll need a teaspoon of bicarbonated soda. You'll also need half a teaspoon of salt. You need 3 large bananas. We're going to mash these soon. 150 grams of sugar, 1 egg, and 75 grams of butter, which will be melted. It's pretty easy ingredients. You don't really need to go out and start searching for stuff, like I've been having to do lately, especially trying to find flour. Because obviously we're in lockdown, everyone's gone into panic mode, everyone's bought a load of stuff and it's probably gone rotten and they've thrown it out. Whatever. I went to Aldi before this all started and the queue to get in was stupid and everyone just went into chaos and just bought a load of toilet rolls. What did they expect to do? Have the shits? Whatever. So yeah, banana muffins. So we preheated our oven to gas mark 4. Whatever that is in the electric, convert it. It's easy to find on Google. Place your 12 cases in a muffin tin. So we are now going to get actually started. Oh. I have a mixer, but this says to do it by hand, so I'm going to do it by hand just because it says for me to do it by hand. Plus that mixer can get quite noisy and I don't know how well that will transfer onto this. In the meantime, while I'm doing all this, throw anything, questions, suggestions, tell me to shut the F up, whatever you want to do, just do it. So, oh yeah. Measuring. That would be handy, wouldn't it? This thing has been in the family for God knows how long. It does get clean. But yeah, it's very 70s looking of a mixer. I have looked at other mixers, but something just makes me prefer this one, even though it's old and decrepit and it doesn't really measure right, but you know, I always do extra anyway. So, you're going to sift together the flour, baking powder, bicarbonated soda and salt. So we're going to do that. So, baking powder, no it's not, it's plain flour. I should have worn a pinny. Technically it's not a penny, it's an apron, but it's called a penny in my head. But, you know, whatever. I use, oh excuse me, dripping nose. I always get stuff on me anyway, no matter what I do. Where's this dripping nose come from? Excuse me for 1 second. Oh, good and Bennett. Right. Did not foresee that coming. Oh, allergies at its finest. Oh, right, okay. So plain flour. So you're gonna need 200 grams. Let me know if you can't hear me either, because there's no point in me doing this if you can't hear me. Okay, there we go. 200 grams. Like I was saying, this is more for a breakfast kind of substitute, for lack of a better word. If you're not like me, who is not a big breakfast eater, and really I'm not. I am when I'm on holiday. So, like when I went to my brother's, I didn't eat breakfast there, to be fair. Just because it's, like I say, I'm not a breakfast eater. It's only when I'm away fully from home and it's classed as a holiday, then maybe. I'm getting warm now. Okay, so flour. So yeah, that's what I was saying before I got distracted. It's kind of like a breakfast substitute, kind of like a snack, a healthy snack, obviously. There is a recipe that you can do for banana muffins, which has whole grain, whole meat, flour, whatever it's called. It's entirely up to you. Entirely up to you. You can do like different versions of banana. I know you can get You can. Oh, we're sifting flour, by the way. Hang on. Let me switch over so you can see what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, you can do healthy substitutes. I'll just do that. It's easier, isn't it? Let's be honest. Yeah, you can get healthy substitutes for things. The only thing I'll say as a baker, kind of, is gluten-free, vegan-free, all that kind of stuff is quite expensive to buy. So to do one-offs like these things, it's not worth the money. Sorry, it isn't. I think I remember buying xanthan gum, whatever it's called, and I think that shit cost me about £6, and it's basically the size of that. Ridiculously expensive. I chewed on my tea because I was gulping it down. So yeah, like I say, different substitutes out there. If you've got gluten-free, wheat-free, lactose-free, whatever free, always check the recipe to see which you can do. Because there have been times where I've printed recipes off and said to someone, can you eat this? And they're like, no. Because it's got something in it and I can't eat that. So that's what I mean, it's a very hard market to try and cater for in terms of baking. So that's the only little thing. Anyway, I went on a tandem. Let's get back to banana muffins. So I've just sifted the flour. We're now going to get baking powder, which is half a teaspoon. So 1 teaspoon. Also been in the family for God knows how long. So baking powder. Is that my baking powder? Yes, it is. I need to get some more of this. So we want half a teaspoon. So I've got my half a teaspoon here. That kind of looks like cocaine a bit, doesn't it? Jesus. Right, so we put that in the sieve. We also want a teaspoon of bicarbonated soda. Don't heap it either. I always try and flatten mine off a little bit. Sorry, my boiler just decided to come to life a little bit. Hang on. So there's your teaspoon of bicarbonated soda. And we're going to need half a teaspoon of salt. People tend to put a lot of salt in a lot of recipes. I don't know why, I don't know what the purpose is of it, but they do. Whatever. So, I'm gonna sievey. So yeah, once again, ask me questions, ask me anything. We're making banana muffins, so we've literally just sieved the 200, oh sorry, that echoed a bit, didn't it? 200 grams of plain flour, half a teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of bicarbonated soda, and then half a teaspoon of salt. So that is in there now. Hang on, let me get to my camera so I can see. There you go. So that's all in there now. I tend to kind of just do that a little bit, just to kind of mix it. So we are now going to do bananas, sugar, egg, and melted butter. So we're going to need another bowl for it. Crapola. Crapola. Do I have another bowl that I can just necessarily just grab? Note to self, next time I do this, come prepared. This is also my problem. I kind of half-arsed read the recipe book and then realise, oh yeah, you need to do this, by the way. Never mind, we will get there. So, we've got our other bowl. So we're going to combine bananas, sugar, egg and melted butter. So we're going to need 3 bananas mashed. So what I tend to do is get your bananas. Once again, going off, not going off, ripe, very ripe, not ripe, soft, whatever. It's entirely up to you. Entirely up to you. Let me get a bowl. It doesn't really matter, to be fair. It normally says make sure they're ripe. I just make sure that they're looking a bit bruised, as it were, and I always make sure I get these bits off. Because nothing more minging than that. So yeah, I decided to do these just because A, we're in lockdown, everyone's bored. You're all teaching your kids. God bless you for doing that. I always wanted to be homeschooled, but watching these parents go absolutely nuts and stress themselves out, I kind of probably glad I didn't. To be fair, if I ever have kids of my own, I probably would try homeschooling just to see how it went, but I suppose I could do something for kids, couldn't I? Let's be honest. Home economics or whatever it's called these days, I don't even know. Oh, the stress is in my head. Right, you get a fork and you mash up your banana. This is a bit of a faff, but sometimes if you do it by hand that way, it's a little bit easier, but just for the sake of doing it now, I'm just going to do it by fork. So, let me bring it up to you, because I keep forgetting that you guys can't actually see what I'm doing. So, you're going to mash it all up. Also, depends on how much you want to mash it. If you want some big chunks, then go for it. Doesn't bother me. It's like mashed potatoes, I suppose. You either want bits in it or you don't want bits in it. We did me and my next door neighbour, we did a roast dinner for everyone in the block. There's 6 of us, so you can imagine how that went down. Or we did one extra for someone else. So yeah, that was fun. But I was in charge of the mashed potatoes, and whenever me and Mum used to do roast dinners for ourselves, I was in charge of the mashed potatoes, and mine were always goddamn lumpy. You know, what can you do? What can you do? But no, apparently these mashed potatoes were creamy as hell, so I was quite proud of myself. So, like I say, I don't like hummus. It's like marmalade. I hate marmalade only because of the rinds and the lumps in it. And now I know you can get like rindless stuff like that, but nah, not for me. Not for me. So, we're nearly done. So, yeah, this is what your banana's going to look like. It's chunky yet kind of smoothie. So, like I say, I just tend to do that just to mush it up a little bit. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. You can actually make a banana loaf. I was tempting between muffins and bananas. Let's try that again, Emery. Between muffins and a loaf. But muffins are more fun. You can easily distribute it. Right. We're going to dump that. Oh, I just realised I should have kept that. Never mind. We're going to dump this in our big bowl. Ooh, splotch. A spoon. Also, top tip, always have a washing bowl, sink, bowl, whatever you want to call it, full of water ready for you just to dump all your stuff in there. So, we're now going to add our sugar, our extra sugar. which is 150 grams. One. Oh! Ooh, there's a big chunk. Oh shit. Right, okay. I'll do with that in a minute. Hello for anyone who's hello for anyone who's just joining us and wondering what's going on. We're making banana muffins, you and I. You and we. At the moment, we've just done our flour, baking powder, bicarbonate of soda and salt in one bowl. We are now currently mashing up our bananas, sugar, and then we're going to add in our egg and melted butter. If you have any requests, such as Anne, who's asked me to make a lemon drizzle one on video for her, I will certainly do that. Let me move that there. I will certainly do that. If you have any other requests that you want me to make, do, whatever, can do, let me know. Ooh. As long as I can find the ingredients, then we're good. We're good on the world. I have got loads of recipes for me to kind of do for you, so bear with. It's just whether I've got enough room in the fridge, because I've got a tiny little fridge. Okay, so we're gonna do our butter. 75 grams of butter. Gonna need another spoon again. I don't know what to do. Technically, you could eyeball up 75 grams, but well, yeah, there you go. See. Oh, also butter. Look how creamy this stuff is. Literally, I can just do that. It's amazing. Perfect for baking. Oh, that's 100 or whatever. Perfect, absolutely perfect for baking. It's amazing. Hello Vicky, good morning everyone. We are making banana muffins. I will probably post a recipe up for you guys once I'm finished here. I'm not going to keep you on live for the 25 to 30 minutes that these bloody muffins take to bake. Otherwise, we'd all be here all day and you'd be bored out your socks, listening to me gab and thinking, just get on with it. So I thought I'll give you the video of how we do it, show you what the muffins look like afterwards, hopefully. Hopefully they turn out alright. And then, yeah, like I say, this is not like a recording studio where they can literally just do the recipe and then cut to and then they're done. We're not Blue Peter. So we're going to melt our butter. Oh, I wonder why the other one was on. In the meantime, we're going to add our egg to our little mixture here. My egg don't want to crack. There we go. Bloop. I also keep forgetting I've got a dress on, so I try to do wide stretches and I'm like stuck. Don't use sizzle at me. My suggestion would be to put your butter on a low mix, sorry, a low heat, not a low mix, what am I talking about? Just because obviously you don't want it to do what it's just done to me, which is literally just fizzle. So, yeah. Hello. Oh dear me. How's everyone's lockdown going anyway? That is the question for everyone at the moment. How is everyone's lockdowns going? Are we good? Are we fine? Is everyone safe? Okay, we have Faye! Hello, my lovely! best friend has gone slightly mad and is making banana muffins in full view of the public and has got no clue what she's doing. Yeah, me too, and to be perfectly honest. You get to the point where it's like I stopped working, when did I technically stop working? 20th of March, 21st of March. So I had technically been on lockdown since then. And I spent the maybe first 2 weeks going, right, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. Did that happen? No. Did it help? I spent most of my days on my ass doing absolutely bugger all. Which I suppose you may as well. I don't know about that thing. We'll soon find out. We'll soon find out. But yeah, lockdown. Yeah. You know, what can you do? What can you do? It's like, not to go towards political here, because that's not what we're here for. But America's gone nuts. Don't go there. That's my answer. So we are now mixing our 3 bananas that we mashed. Our 150 grams of caster sugar. If you don't want to use caster sugar, you want to use granulated sugar, go ahead for it. But caster sugar is more refined. It's a lot thinner. So, you know, it's not going to be as, you're not going to taste it as much as caster sugar. I'm not going to taste as much as caster sugar. You know what I mean. We've also added an egg and our melted butter. I'm just currently mixing it all. It says mix until smooth. But keep in mind, because you've got banana chunks in this, it probably won't be as smooth. So just FYI. So yeah, we're just... It makes me laugh when I do these recipes, because you look at this mixture and you think, what the shit is this? What is it really? What is this? Some recipes, when you make it, it looks absolutely... Yet when you taste it, it's bloody lovely. Right, let me put that away. I try and tidy up as much as I can. Who the heck? Oh, right. I just try to tidy up as much as I can on the way, just because I don't want like a load of dishes on the end of it. I'm like, so we're gonna add our next gooey mix. Hang on, how am I gonna make you see this? Wait a minute. Give me a minute. There we go. Can you see it? I think you can. Okay, we're gonna add this to our mix. Oh, that was a lovely noise, wasn't it? And literally mix it all up. Can you see that? See how it's all mixing? That's what you want. Like I say, you could use it with a mixer that I've got in the background there. I didn't this morning just because it said fold it. Literally folding it is this. You're literally folding it in. You're not just letting the mixer just whisk it round. And normally with a mixer you have like a little clump at the bottom. When you're folding it, you are literally just folding, folding, folding. So that's kind of one way to do it. If you're like me, however, and you get a sore hand at the end of it, then, you know, that's the price you pay for a banana muffin. So you're going to mix it until literally your flour has disappeared. So I couldn't see any flour in there, I don't think, apart from around the edge. So I'll grab that. So there's your mixture right there. Let me get that bit off. Right, there we go. And let me move that out of the way. So we're going to bring in our cupcake cases. Hello, I'm still here. So let me just bring it back to me for a minute. Hello. Like I was saying before, you can use teaspoons or tablespoons or dessert spoons, whatever spoon you want to do for putting the mixture into your cupcake cases. However, I don't do that because I've worked out that doing that is more effort than you need to do. ice cream scoop. Literally, you just grab however much it holds and dump it in, and then done. You don't need to worry about it. So it's perfect for it. So let me just turn you back around. Right, so you get your mixture. And then you just, dump. Obviously, you are going to get like the leftovers of the previous scoop in there, but you know, whatever. These things should never be perfect. They shouldn't be like what you see on Pinterest and, you know, TV where everything's like perfect. Because this is homemade baking. Nothing's perfect in homemade baking. Also, apologies, it's Tuesday. You're going to hear a lot of activity from downstairs. I won't go into further details because you probably can guess what it is. Oh god. Welcome to Westway Square. So yeah, like I said, this is the point where it gets a bit tedious, to be fair, because you're just like, oh my god, oh no, it's the postman. You just get a bit bored, kind of going, no. Like I say, I'm probably going to have more stuff left over than normal. It always happens with me. I don't know. So these recipes says it'll make 12. In my case, it normally makes 16. But oh no, we may make 12. We may make 12, you know. Is anyone still watching? Hello. Oh, there's a glob. Can I make 12 or am I going to make more? This is going to be the question. I could overfill them, but knowing my luck, they'll go twice the size than what they should be, and then, you know, they'll be horrendous muffins. But no, like I was saying before, this is like a really easy recipe to do. Great banana muffins for if you, like me, not a big breakfast eater, and you know you want something to eat, but you just don't want a lot. It's a great little treat as well, to be fair. You know, if you're a bit healthy, you wanna just have a little munch. Ah, crap. I knew that would happen. How many people are watching? One. Oh. That's fine then. I've got one loyal person watching me through all this palaver. If I see some cases that are looking a bit, you know, like empty, because I think these are just going to do about 3 muffins if I'm perfectly honest, and I'm not wasting a tray for that, is I just tend to just drip in a little bit more. Just a little bit. Just because with it having bicarbonated soda and baking powder in it, it will rise with that in it. But just to save myself a tray, I'm just going to put a little bit more on each. Okay, there we go. So there are our muffins there, if you can see them. Yeah, I'm back again. So these are our muffins. Oh, that's a bit too close for my liking. Go back. What I tend to do is just not. Oh, gross. See, I knew I'd get something on me. What I tend to do is just gently knock the tray just to get some air out, because obviously there's always going to be bubbles, and my mum taught me, whether it's in the bowl, whether it's in, especially with cakes, she would always recommend that when the mixture is in the tin, just to give it a bit of a knock, it'll get out all the air and stuff, so that's what I always do. Voila. And now you're going to go and put it in the oven and see what it looks like. Okay, done. There we go. There we go. So that is your banana muffins. See, I knew I'd get something on me. Look at that. Never mind. Never mind. So they will take about 25 to 30 minutes, roughly. Get a skewer or something just to poke it in, bring it out, see what it looks like, and if it's all hunky-dory, then, you know, you're good to go. You're good to go. So yeah, banana muffins, makes about 12. That could have done about 15, 16, roughly. You will always have mixture left over, so don't panic if you do. I used to do that when I started out baking, because I used to say to Mum, why have I got loads of left over? And it always happened, always, no matter what, even cakes, there was like a mixture left over, you're like, oh, for God's sake. But yeah, that is your banana muffins right there. I hope you enjoyed it. The recipe, so I will do it very slowly, and I'll do the instructions now for you very slowly. So, banana muffins, you will need 200 grams of plain flour. You could substitute that for wholemeal flour or whatever, but I always say stick to the recipe. It never lies to you. When you try and do your own substitutes of things, then, you know, it can get a bit. So I would just recommend sticking to what the recipe tells you and what it says. So 200 grams of plain flour. You will also need half a teaspoon of baking powder. You will also need 1 teaspoon of bicarbonated soda. You will need half a teaspoon of salt. You will need 3 large bananas mashed. They can be ripe, unripe, literally brand new from the supermarket, or looking like they're on death's door. It's entirely up to you. Hang on, when did I put them in? Oh, I'll say past. You will also need 150 grams of caster sugar. Go with caster sugar, not granulated sugar. If you don't have caster sugar, then go for granulated, but be warned that you probably feel the granulated sugar in the muffins. Caster sugar is a lot more refined, it's a lot thinner, whereas granulated sugar is quite thick. This is probably why you always see bits of it at the bottom of your mug when you finish your cup of tea. You need 1 egg. You will also need 75 grams of butter melted. Now butter, it can either be margarine or your standard butter, up to you. That stuff there I think is pretty much just butter, marge, whatever, so it doesn't really matter. So your first instruction, you will need to preheat your oven to gas mark 4. If you need that in electrics, or fans or whatever it is, just quickly Google it. It's the easiest thing. I always have to do that, especially with American recipes. It'll always give you Fahrenheit or something. I'm like, what's that in gas mark? So you need to preheat your oven to gas mark 4. You will need to place 12 cases in a muffin tin. You're more than welcome, man. Thank you so much for watching. I will get that lemon drizzle. Woo! Sorted. I'll find the recipe and see what I need to do for you. So yeah, place your 12 cases in a muffin tin. Maybe get another one ready just in case you need to put some more in. I tend to make up to, I don't know, maybe 5 extra. But it just depends on how good your mixture turns out. If you think you've done something wrong, especially if it's looking a bit too watery, just add a bit more flour. Top tip. So you're going to sift together the plain flour, your baking powder, your bicarbonated soda and your salt. Don't just pour it in because it just comes up a bit lumpy. Sift it. Put that in a bowl to the side so you can then start on your gooey stuff. So you will need to combine your bananas, so you need to mash them first and then put them in the bowl. You will need then your caster sugar and an egg. What I did there was I mixed the sugar and bananas together, just kind of so they clumped. The egg and the butter will add like a runny consistency, so when you've melted your butter, throw it in as quick as, and then quickly mix. If you leave it, it just tends to kind of, it doesn't look good, it really doesn't. So you're going to mix all that together. So combine your mashed bananas, your sugar, your egg, and melt the butter in a large bowl like I've just done. You are then going to fold in the flour mixture to the runny mixture and then mix that together. Fold is essentially you are using your hand to fold the mixture in, not use a machine that will just do that. Folding is up and over kind of method, whereas whisking just does that, just goes in circles. And I find with mixes like this is that you always have like a clump of flour and God knows what else at the bottom, so you'll end up having to fold it in again anyway. So if it asks you to fold. So you're going to spoon it evenly into your muffins tin. Once again, entirely up to you, but top tip is to use an ice cream scoop, just because it's a consistent amount of each going into each one, unless you just done like me where I've just topped it up. So yeah, you're going to bang that in your oven and it takes about 25 to 30 minutes. That will probably be the same for all kind of ovens, gas mark, electrics, fans, whatever you want to call them. But keep an eye on them. I always keep an eye on mine. You know, I've done these before, I always keep an eye on them. And when it's getting towards the end, about 5 minutes towards the end, get like a very small knife or something you can poke your muffins with, and then just see if it comes out clean. Keep in mind, because it's got bananas in it, it may come out a bit wet. That's because of the bananas, that's not because they're done. Poke in, I normally try the centre first. If that comes out clean, then I pretty much know they're done. But check on another muffin on the other side. So don't go for the centre, go for maybe off the centre and just double check. And because I know from instances where I've done it and I've bitten into one and it's not cooked, and just because I haven't yet, I thought it was clean, but when I put it out it actually isn't, just because I've just looked and gone, oh yeah, that's a banana, and it wasn't, it was cake mixture. So just top tip, just poke until you're 100% certain that you've done it, because otherwise. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much guys for joining me. Hopefully it hasn't been too bad for you all. I will probably type up the recipe for you, just in case you can't understand what I'm trying to say to you. If you have any questions or anything, you can always comment on this thing, whatever the freaking hell it is. I'm not trying to sound like a YouTuber or whatever the hell they're called. But literally, if you want to try this yourself and you've got questions, just let me know. I will try my best to answer them. What else? Yeah, I will probably do another one of these tomorrow. I will do them a little bit later for you, just because it's a bit early. It's warm. Probably tomorrow I will do the school cake, because people have been asking for that. And I will see about getting lemon drizzle, get some ingredients for that. I probably will have to go out at some point and get ingredients, because I'm going to need some eggs, I think, and lemons. So yeah, once again, thank you so much. If you have any things you want me to see baking, even if it's not cakes, if it's savoury, if I can find a recipe for it and I think it's easy enough for me to do, then I'll do it. Same for the quiche. If I can do a quiche on video for you, then I will do, because I need to do another one now, because they're bloody lovely. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to wait now for my muffins. I've got about 20 minutes left. So I will take a picture of them for you when they're done, and type up the recipe for you. I am now going to go and have a cup of tea and chill a little bit. So yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow, maybe, could be, let me know.